All right, guys. I want to show a video on we're working on this 1956 F100. I thought it would be a really good idea to have a rear independent suspension. This came from a 2022 Mustang. However, there's everything you do has some kind of consequence, and the consequence that I'm having on this one is that the rear end of the Mustang is pretty wide. So I don't have a whole lot of space here for my wheels. I do have enough where I'm gonna have a 7.25 back spacing, and I'm gonna be putting a 22 by 10.5 on the back with 7.25 back spacing. But it means that it's not gonna have like a whole lot of lip. So it's not gonna be a deep wheel like this one as an example, or even deeper. That's not a big deal. I think what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using these wheels. These are the wheels that I'm going to be putting on the back. You get an idea that this is 20 by 10.5. And I mean, it's not really what I wanted it. I wanted to have a much wider wheel with a little bit of a lip. But, it is what it is. I'm going to have to adapt to that. I'm going to be using that wheel. I'm going to be putting the same wheel, but it's going to be a 20 by 10 on the front, and the ones on the back are going to be 22 by 10.5. But I'll just start about sharing a video. Keep in mind that if you ever use one of those Mustang rear end suspensions, you're going to have to use like a wheel that doesn't have a whole lot of lip. So because they're pretty wide, I'm going to measure it, and on my next video I'm going to let you know what it is, so you can keep that on mind. If I would have thought about this, I wouldn't make my fender. My fenders right here, they are 3 inches wider than stock. You can see where they're sticking out on the truck, but I would have made it even bigger or wider, probably about 5 inches. But anyway, I didn't do that. I don't think I'm gonna redo those. I think I'm gonna just leave it alone for now, and I'll be able to use these wheels. So that's all for today. I'll just really thought about sharing a video. If you're doing a project similar to this, you know what you're facing, stay tuned.